just inside the main entrance to Manistee's still shiny $22 million high school building that opened in 2003, a trophy case spans the east wall of the Commons. In the first of those cases, nearest the front door, is a bronze, football-shaped trophy that sits almost unobtrusively on the bottom shelf, but it never goes unnoticed.
Yeah, I look at it every day. We only have one entrance into the building, and you want to keep the trophy in the school. You want to keep the trophy in the trophy case. But you got to earn it. It's not going to be given to you.
We look at that every time we walk into school. Every time we every start of football season, Coach Howie brings it out, and we always talk about it and look at it. Yeah, we definitely like to keep that in our school, sure.
Since 1987, the Dad's Club Trophy has gone to the winner of the Manistee Ludington game, a rivalry that dates back to 1895, and one that will resume again with its 142nd playing on Friday. Only one rivalry in Michigan high school football history, Negaunee versus Ishpeming, has been contested more times, and only 3 existing rivalries predate it.
I mean, that trophy, if there's one game all year we want to win, it's that game. And I'm assuming that's for both schools. Sure. So, I mean, we always got to be ready, but I think we know that if we play our game, we can keep the trophy here.
The Chippewas have had it the past 2 seasons and 7 of the last 10. But over the last 20 years, it's a dead even split. Both teams have won it 10 times. But when you haven't possessed that coveted hardware for 2 whole years, for the Orioles, seems like an eternity.
It's definitely on our minds. And that's all my parents talk about, really. Manistee's won every year. Well, I think it's time we bring it back.
Same way for the Chippewas. The universe is in perfect balance when what they believe is rightfully theirs is on display for all to see.
But this is kind of the fun trophy. I mean, yeah, you can win the league championship, but whoever has this trophy, it's kind of the bigger deal. I mean, it's a highly coveted prize. It's amazing how many kids will comment on that, like, "Hey, we got to get that trophy back. Hey, when we play Ludington, we got to get the trophy back."
Named after the Manistee area fundraising organization, the trophy gets pride of place in whichever school has possession for the year following their annual rivalry battle. It goes in the Ludington weight room when it's not in Manistee's trophy case, the very same facility the Orioles feel like they've closed the gap following 2018's 33-14 loss at home.
Definitely the physicality. We've had a lot of guys in the weight room. One motto we've used this week is dog mentality. Just getting in the weight room, non-stop work, constant improvement. So that's what we're focused on.
Graduation may have hit both teams hard, but both teams come into this year's game 2-0, seeing this one as a bit of a litmus test.
Like any team, you try to make some comparisons about who they played in the scrimmage and what you saw. And you watch, obviously, more film than my wife would ever admit me watching.
So I guess the most important question, what's the key to winning this year?
It's going to be turnovers. And I'm giving you a vanilla answer, I'm sorry, but they're very good offensively. We feel like we're very good offensively. Defensively, both teams are starting to come into their own. But usually the team that takes care of the football wins the game. And you probably say that any football game you go into. The other thing we have to do is eliminate big plays. Manistee has some kids that can play offensively. They have some big threats, big play possibilities out there. So we have to take care of those kids. Generally, if you do that, you limit big plays, you take care of the football, you're in good shape to win the football game.
I'm going to be honest, I was getting excited last week before we got to this week. So, I mean, yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, I mean, I think we try to rush ourselves because we just want to get to Friday, but I think we're putting in our work and we'll be all right.
We try to do a good job throughout our practice week when we're our live periods now. They're a little liver this week going into this. But for the most part, the kids understand that they have to get their work in, get the game plans in, and get ready for Friday night. Friday night or Friday during school, they'll be buzzing, and there'll be a buzz in the halls, and they'll be ready to go. Primarily, not only because it is Manistee, but they've really had our number. I think they've won 7 out of the last 10 games, and that bothers our kids. And so they want to do whatever they can do to stamp that. I think as when I was working for Coach Brocklebank as an assistant, we had some great battles with them in the early 2000s. And one time, I believe we might have been down 32-6 at halftime. And we came back to win that game 34-32. That was 02 or 03. And we had kids crying. because it was so important that they did that, and they were so proud of their efforts. But every year, it's a great game.
For the Ludington seniors, this is it. The ultimate motivation stands before them. Years from now, they can say, in 2019, they brought it back home.
I played a Pee-wee football game Saturday, Manistee whipped us. It crushed our 5th and 6th grade kids to lose like that. So it starts at a very young age. We play them at all levels in all athletics throughout their careers. And all these kids are buddies. They see each other all the time. But it bothered my seniors last year to lose to Manistee twice. And it's not what they remember. They remember going to the playoffs and playing in a great football game up in Escanaba. But it's something that sticks in the back of their mind for sure, because they'll see these guys. They're going to run into them socially. They're going to run into them professionally in their careers. And it's always good to have that feather in your cap.
I'm Lauren Plant for State Champs.